everyone, so today's video is going to be a tutorial for this kind of special effect kind of look, and this is just something that I whipped together. I was thinking about something interesting to do that's a little bit different, and this is going to be kind of my May flowers inspired look, and I thought it might be neat to kind of have like vegetation growing out of decay. Now obviously you could do this much better, you could make a whole look like decayed. I just thought this would be like a quick, simple like quick special effect trick, and you could build on it accordingly. So this is just kind of a starting point. I mentioned in the video, this is a starting point to get some ideas flowing. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this and stay tuned, and here's the video. Okay, so first things first is I'm going to map out the line that I want to have kind of the decaying part at, and I'm going to use just a red eyeliner to do that. And I kind of want it to go like through there. That's what I'm going to do there. Now the next step is I'm going to take just toilet paper roll. You can use Kleenex, anything like that, and I'm going to use a little bit of liquid latex. I'm just going to mix it up because mine's kind of old. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of make it look like the skin is lifting up. It's very, very basic. What you want to do is you just want to take strips of toilet paper. You'll learn they rip in one certain way, so just make a couple strips like that, and then apply that all around, and then lift it up so that it looks like fake skin. Oh, and here's the fun part called, can I get my bottle open? The answer, seemingly no. Okay, so I like to pour just a little bit into the cap and work with it from there. And then I'm just going to dip my Q-tip in there, get it nice and wet. And then I'm just going to apply that around the edges. And then we're just going to apply that on top. And then you want to do just a little bit more liquid latex to run down the seams. Okay, so then as that dries, you just want to take the liquid latex and keep building up the seam around the outside so it blends pretty good into your natural skin. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that section and come back and show you how to fill it in and all that stuff. Okay, so then once you have this outline done, and the next thing you want to do is blend it in with your skin. I'm using just a bit of concealer and some powder, and I'm gonna go over it and try to blend that into my skin. It doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to take other color and kind of go around it, but you do want it to be kind of seamless. Okay, so then I'm going to start filling that in with BRUISE real colors. This is some darker colors, like I have a black in the bottom, a purple, a burgundy, and then kind of a bruisey color. So I'm just gonna mix those together and apply them however I feel. So I'm using synthetic brushes with this because they wash a little bit easier. So I'm going to use this one from Sugar Pill. So I'm going to start with kind of the darker purple color, and that's going to go all through the inside. And then because I want it to look kind of like a hollowed out part of the cheek, I'm just going to go kind of in that hollowed out part. And then in the other parts, I'm going to do more of a red. And then around the outside as well, just to look kind of like inflamed skin. Then I am going to use just a little bit of the black just to darken things up. Okay, so then once that's done, I'm going to take another couple brushes and I'm just going to really make the outside kind of more bruised. Alright, and then once that's done, I'm going to take the brown from the, what is this called? Makeup Forever Flash Palette. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip up a sponge so that it's just kind of a texture. I'm going to dip that into it and I'm going to spot it on so it kind of looks like muddy and dirty. I'm hoping this works out the way that I'm picturing it in my head. Being sure to just kind of tap that off on my hand first so it seems to get the kind of effect that I'm looking for. Before we start adding the blood and all of that stuff, I'm going to start by adding a couple of the flowers, and that's kind of the whole like coming from decay kind of thing. If you want, you can study better like human decay. I just didn't feel like Googling decaying flesh. That's up to you if you want to do something like that. I personally was not in the mood to look at decaying flesh today. I'm going to lift up a little bit of the latex that we have on there and just start putting in some of these flowers, and then if anything doesn't stick, I'm going to use spirit gum. And these are just little plastic flowers that I got from a dollar store. So I'm just cutting off like the little pieces so that I can kind of pop them in there. And then I also have this bigger flower, which I was thinking of doing down here, but I think it might be overkill. Okay, so then once the flowers are applied, this is what it looks like. And then I'm gonna go in with some fake blood. Mine, which I can like never open. None of my bottles I can open, so. And then I'm going to use just a little bit of fake blood just to kind of get a gory effect. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, of course, but I want to, so I'm going to. And then you can do that all on the inside of this look. Also getting a little bit of that blood through the flowers as well. And this just kind of ups up the gore factor if you want it. Like you could leave it looking more natural, but I kind of like the look of it being a little more gnarly. And because this blood gel is so sticky, it kind of like coagulates. I like it. Okay, so then once you've applied some fake blood, that's kind of the finished look. It's a pretty easy special effects look, actually. It's just something that I've never seen that I thought might be really cool. I definitely want to see if anyone out there who's a little better at special effects than I am do like a really cool version of this where like there's really intense growth. This is just an idea that I personally haven't seen, and I just wanted to kind of throw it out there. It's kind of like April showers bring May flowers, that kind of thing. But yeah, so hopefully you guys use this as like a starting ground for an idea. This is just a really quick thing that I did. But yeah, I might build on this for like a Halloween look in the future. I'm not sure. But for now, I just really think it's kind of cool and looks kind of neat. Again, build on it as you will. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this, and until my next video, I will talk to all of you soon.